Sup guys, it's Joe here, and welcome to my quick video giving thoughts and opinions on the Australian Grand Prix FP1 and 2 session. Well, from what I've seen so far, it looks like we've got more of the same, doesn't it? Hamilton's just annihilating everyone in practice for now. FP1 though, the Mercedes team were the only team that didn't use the ultra soft tyres, but in the end that didn't seem to make too much of a difference, because in FP2, when everyone did use the ultra soft tyres, Mercedes again just looking, I wouldn't say comfortably the quickest car, because they're only about half a second up, but it looks for now that Mercedes have got the package to beat again. They're just absolutely flying, so it looks like we've got more of the same at the front. But the one thing I was disappointed by was Red Bull's pace, or should I say the hereby lack of, just because it didn't seem to be there at all. Like, they were 5th and 6th, but a second and 1.3 off the pace. Like, to them, that's got to be quite worrying. I'd be quite worried too if I was working with Red Bull. That pace is just... oh, I'm surprised by that. Toro Rosso seemed to look quite good this season, as best of the rest after the top 3, and Renault seemed to have moved up quite a lot, likewise with Haas, and I've got to restart this again because I keep getting front wing damage, and yeah, that's very interesting there. McLaren again pretty much as they were last season, but the one surprise for me with lack of pace is Williams. Where was their pace? I'm not entirely surprised by it, because Williams haven't really moved forwards much in the last couple of seasons anyway, but it is a case of where was their pace? It just didn't seem to be there. So one thing I will also say is the new cars are looking fantastic, it's got to be said, and they are so much quicker. Hamilton's FP2 time of 1:23.6 not only slashing his pole time, but is very close to the quickest lap of all time around Melbourne, and I feel like in qualifying that is just going to be defeated. That's going to be gone. I'm calling the pole time to be somewhere in the 22s, because the track will have rubbed in that little bit more. So the new cars are looking good, apart from the Force India. That pink livery, I'm sorry, but it's an eyesore. I don't like it. I was reserving opinion till practice, and now I've seen it, I don't like it. Also, Palmer ended his practice session early by crashing out, which is a shame really. But you know, I've always had a reserved sort of opinion about Palmer, and I fail to understand why Renault went with Palmer over Magnussen. Just my opinion there. So what about qualifying in the race then? One thing I've always learned from F1 is you can't always set too much store by FP1 in Melbourne. There's always another twist in the tail, but for now I'm going to make a prediction for qualifying of Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas, as it was in FP2, and as for the race, I'm not going to call that until I've seen qualifying. I've already made a couple of guesses before Melbourne, but that's my official guess for qualifying, and I'm going to make another one for the race after qualifying has finished tomorrow. But we're definitely in for a very good weekend, a very interesting weekend. I'm just hoping that we don't get another season of endless Mercedes dominance. That's the one thing that, looking at that pace, I'm a little bit worried by. Because it does look, for now, like there's more of the same. Of course you can't set too much store in what happens in a practice session, but for now, it looks like Mercedes have the easy upper hand. I don't know whether Red Bull have shown their true pace or whether they're sandbagging, something they have tended to do in FP1 before, or FP2 even. But for now, Mercedes have the easy upper hand by half a second. Although Vettel has split the Mercedes, but I don't know how much of that is Bottas being new to the team and how long he'll take to adjust. I'm really hoping he'll be a bit closer when it comes to qualifying, because I want to see Bottas really take this opportunity and do what he can with it. I feel like Bottas has got something.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
But like I said, one of the biggest surprises, I'm going to come back to this, is how much Renault have jumped forward. Now, I've always known they've had the money and resources to do it, but they have really made it quite a big step from where they were last season. And I'm hoping in qualifying we get to see more of that. Hulkenberg finishing FP2 in 9th, which was good for him, beating his ex-teammate Perez, who got, I think it was 11th. So again, Force India just not seeming right there at the moment. I really thought they'd be a little bit closer than that, but we'll see. So Lance Stroll also competing in his first race this weekend. His practice pace, well, again, you know, the Williams doesn't look too strong at the moment, so I don't know how much you can really say is a reflection of him. Again, Esteban Ocon, too early to tell, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the rookies fare. I'm looking forward to seeing it all, really. Sauber, again, disappointing, and it looks like they're going to have a tough season ahead. But for now, as I said, it looks like Mercedes have the upper hand. Ferrari have definitely closed the gap, but is it going to be enough? You can't really tell too much from practice, and qualifying may be an entirely different story. So for now then, I'll leave you with that. What are all your thoughts and opinions? Please leave them in the comments box below. I'm very interested to hear what they all are. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, it is goodbye from me. Cheerio.